U.S. stocks, they were modestly higher during a relatively quiet trading session Monday afternoon. This as investors geared up for the start of the second quarter earnings season. Now, first on the economic front, consumer credit increased in May by $19.6 billion to $2.8 trillion, the most in 1 year. But more focus has been on earnings as aluminum producer Alcoa is slated to post numbers after Wall Street closes. Analysts do forecast the Dow component to post earnings of 10 cents a share for the second quarter of 2013 on revenue of $5.8 billion. That is, however, down from sales of $6 billion 1 year earlier. Meanwhile, financial institutions JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, they are scheduled to post their earnings later on this week. So far, however, earnings pre-announcements have been very negative. As of last Friday, the ratio of negative to positive corporate comments stood at 6.5 to 1. That's more than 2.5 times the normal pace. And with Chinese stocks falling on news that Beijing will no longer extend credit to sectors that struggle with overcapacity, and both oil prices and the dollar sliding on investor profit-taking, it looked to be quite the interesting finish to the first trading session of the week for the Dow Jones. Speaking of which, taking a look now to see how the Dow Jones has performed today. The Dow Jones on the upside, 88.85 points to settle in at 15,224.69. In a breakdown of today's major market movers, we first begin with shares of Intel, which fell to lead the S&P 500 laggards following a bearish note from Citi. Meanwhile, internet giant Google climbed back above $900 a share, and the shares of Asiana Airlines plunging today nearly 6% after a Boeing 777 aircraft operated by the airliner company crashed on the runway at San Francisco International Airport over the weekend, killing 2 passengers and injuring 182.